Jacob FATU destroys the whole entire bloodline.
JRW live. Hit the aisle, stack the card, chase that rare one, play it smart. Bobby Joe right by his side. JRW live ride. JRW live, let's go. Toy hunting shows on the road. Figure reviews, bold predictions too. WW week breaking it through.
What's up, Jared? Your TV, the weekly center review of Monday Night Raw. They kicked out the show with Roman Reigns being pissed at Adam Pearce for not letting Jacob FATU be on the show. He's like, I get to decide when he gets fired. Then the Vision came down to the ring and started cutting a promo about how then Logan Paul was the first one to cut the promo and everything about how he's the best tag team. The Street Profits come down to the ring and they're like, we came back for that tag gold. We're gonna get that tag gold. And Logan Paul was like, well, guess what? I'm the best. I was born for this. And Austin Theory is one of the best right now at this. So you ain't going to beat us. And then Joe Hendry starts singing. And we don't see him. And he appears by the actual announce table and everything singing, fire Logan Paul, Paul, fire Logan Paul. Which I know everybody loves the song because it's catchy. But if you truly think that Logan Paul should get fired, you're stupid. Logan Paul is fantastic what he does. But Joe Hendry sings. Then the match starts. The Street Profits and Joe Hendry taking on the Vision, which looked like the Vision were going to win the match. And Braun Breaker is coming around for a spear around the ring when he gets clotheslined by Seth Rollins. The Vision's distracted, and Montez Ford rolls up Austin Theory. 1, 2, 3. The Street Profits and Joe Hendry pick up the victory. The Vision pissed off. Montez Ford takes him out with a big dive. And then Braun Breaker gets in the ring, goes for a spear on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins dodges out of the way, and he gets D'Angelo Dawkins gets speared instead. And then Montez Ford and then Seth Rollins takes out Braun Breaker. Montez Ford gets in the ring and he's pissed at Seth Rollins. He's like, why the hell are you in our business? But also doesn't realize D'Angelo Dawkins, before he got speared by Braun Breaker, was getting jumped by the rest of the Vision. And Seth Rollins saved him. So he's like trying to help him, but also he's kind of getting in their way. And Montez Ford is not a fan of Seth Rollins. Then Io Sky and Asuka gave each other a hug, and it was pretty much a goodbye. It seems like Asuka is retired or at least done with WWE. She walks away with her suitcase. And Asuka says goodbye to Io Sky in WWE, it seems like. What a run Asuka had in WWE. Thank you, Asuka. And if she's done, what a career. And if she's not done, I'm assuming she shows up in AEW. Then Paige and Brie Bella started cutting their promo. How about everybody wants their tag titles. Everybody's gunning for them. And then Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez music hits. And they come down to the ring saying how Paige and Brie Bella are old news. And they're the new modern. And they're coming for their tag titles. And Paige and Brie Bella are obviously like, yeah, bring it on. And Liv Morgan from behind attacks them. And then all three of them jump Paige and Brie Bella. And they lay them out. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez stand tall, holding up the tag titles while Liv Morgan holds up her world title. The Judgment Day are coming for all the gold. Then Pento is set to have a promo. He starts talking about how he's ready for people to show up, come after them for his Intercontinental title. When then Ethan Page's music hits, and Ethan Page comes down there and he's like, whoa, before you start asking for other people to challenge for you, I should be the number one contender since I pinned you last week. He goes, last time I checked, that makes me the number one contender. I'm from the great country of Canada, bunch of boos, because obviously we're in the U.S., and then Rusev's music hits, and Rusev's like, we both won last week. If anybody should get an Intercontinental title shot, it should also be me. And then Ethan Page is like, yeah, I was trying to get you a title shot last backstage to Adam Pearce, and he told me no because Javon Evans came in saying a bunch of like random stuff, saying how he is better than Rusev, he beat him and everything, and Rusev's like, what the hell? Javon comes out, he's like, whoa, I never said any of that, but he goes, it's probably true that I beat Rusev, and Rusev starts getting pissed. Ethan Page hits Javon Evans, and it turns into a huge brawl, which set up a singles match between Javon Evans and Rusev. And Javon Evans surprisingly picked up the win. I was not expecting Javon Evans to beat Rusev. I honestly thought Rusev was going to win. But Ethan Page, during the promo, challenged Penta to a match for the Intercontinental title at Saturday Night's Main Event. They did not confirm anything, but I have a feeling it's going to be a fatal four-way for the Intercontinental title at Saturday Night's Main Event. My personal opinion, it should be at Clash in Italy for like a big, like I feel like an international crowd would eat up this match, and they'd be absolutely insane. Also, they announced for Saturday Night's Main Event, Logan Paul and Austin Theory will be defending their tag titles against the Street Profits. Then Sol Ruca had her second match on the main roster, but first match as an official main roster superstar against Io Sky. And Io Sky picked up the victory. I honestly thought Sol Ruka was going to win. Sol Ruka went for the Soul Snatcher, but Io Sky was a smarter veteran, reversed it, and got her, like, I can't remember if she pinned her or, like, got her in a submission move. But Io Sky picked up the victory. She, like, reversed the Soul Snatcher and then beat her just right after that. Sol Ruka lost, but Io Sky showed her respect, holding up her arm and everything. Backstage, she's like, "You're the future, so I'm expecting us to fight later on down the road." Then Becky Lynch comes up to Sol Ruka and laughs at her and everything. I have a feeling Sol Ruka is going to be the person that dethrones Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental title. It just seems like they're building it towards that way, and it makes total sense. Then we had the Obafemi Open Challenge, which nobody accepted. Adam Pearce came down to the ring. He goes, "Obafemi, I hate to break it to you, but it is canceled because nobody wanted to come out and face you." And Obafemi's like, how can you not do your job? Couldn't speak there for a second. He's like, "How could you not do your job?" Rushes backstage and grabs the first person he sees, which is Los Gorzos, which is obviously a tag team, drags them both down to the ring and beats them up. It's a handicap match, 2v1. They make it official. They're not even in wrestling gear. He squashes both of them, and Obafemi wins within like 20 seconds. I love Obafemi. I love how they're booking him. I wish the Open Challenge would be a little more legit than just quick squash matches, but I think they're trying to book him like a Goldberg, that he just like keeps on getting all these wins and everything, which makes sense. But it's like, come on, give us a little something more than just 20 seconds. Because I don't think this match was any longer than 20 seconds. It might have been even 15 seconds. But once again, Obafemi stands tall looking like an absolute beast on Monday Night Raw. Then Dirty Dom Mysterio had to defend his AAA Mega Championship against El Grande Americano, the original Grande Americano, because he was running his mouth backstage. And El Grande Americano challenged him. Adam Pearce accepted it for this match for them. On the way to the ring, Finn Balor attacks JD McDonough, so Dirty Dom was out there by himself. This match was going great and everything. Very entertaining. My opinion, I feel like when you have a big title like this, it should be the main event of the show, not Roman Reigns cutting a promo, but that's just my personal opinion. Dirty Dom, though, looked like he was going to lose, but then the new El Grande Americano and his goons come down to the ring, and they start distracting El Grande Americano, and then here comes Julius Creed, the Creed brothers, and Brutus Creed, but now they're El Grande Americano's guys, or the original El Grande Americano guys, and they attack El Grande Americano's goons, and then the original Grande Americano grabs the new El Grande Americano, and he's holding on to him because he went after the OG El Grande Americano in this match, and while he's holding on to him, Dirty Dom comes up, hits him with the 619, hits the frog splash, 1, 2, 3. Dirty Dom retains the AAA Mega Championship against the original El Grande Americano because of the new El Grande Americano. That's a lot of El Grande Americanos, but Dirty Dom retains the title. Then it was time for Jacob Fatu to acknowledge Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns comes down to the ring with Jimmy Uso, while Jey Uso waits in the garage, on the parking garage, waiting for Jacob Fatu to show up. Jacob Fatu shows up, and Jey Uso's like trying to talk some sense into him. And by the time they get to the stage, or gorilla position, Jacob Fatu snaps and beats up Jey Uso, walks down the ring. Once he gets to midway through the entrance ramp, Jimmy Uso gets to him, and Jacob Fatu beats him up. And by that point, Roman Reigns has tossed the title to the side of the microphone to the side. He's ready to fight. Jacob Fatu gets in the ring, and Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu absolutely brawl. Roman Reigns breaks free of Jacob Fatu beating him up, hits him with a Superman punch, and he starts beating him up. They're all over the place. Jacob Fatu's outside of the ring with Roman Reigns. He's trying to put him through the announce table. Then Roman Reigns hits him with a Superman punch, and another Superman punch. And then Jacob Fatu snaps out of it. He starts getting that the tongue and death grip on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is freaking all over the place. He grabs him up, holds him up with the tongue and death grip, and choke slams Roman Reigns through the announce table. Security's trying to break up Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu launches Adam Pearce security. He's like, "Get the hell out of my way." He's beating up. He's going crazy, beating the holy hell out of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns tries getting back up, getting more offense, but Jacob Fatu keeps on just getting back into the offense and destroying Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns got a decent amount of offense, and he got a steel chair, starts beating up Jacob Fatu, but Jacob Fatu takes the chair like it's nothing, multiple times getting hit with the chair. Roman Reigns ends up still getting beat up by Jacob Fatu, and Jacob Fatu lays him out through the table and everything and stands tall, goes to the ring, holds up the world title, licks it like a psychopath. He's gone absolutely crazy, holds up the world title, and leaves, and he starts walking up the entrance stage. The credits start going, end of the show, and Jacob Fatu says, "Screw that shit," and starts running, and hits the freaking, like, Rikishi butt hit Like, onto the Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso, and they all four of them go through the barricade, and Jacob Fatu stands tall over the whole entire bloodline, destroying all three of them within less than 10 minutes. Absolutely insane way to end the show. This was crazy. Jacob Fatu is unhinged. He's a crazy, psychopathic man that just wants one thing, which is the World Heavyweight Championship from Roman Reigns. He does not care about the bloodline. He doesn't care about his cousins. He just wants that world title. Honestly, in my opinion, this Monday Night Raw was really good. I thought it was way better than last week's. I loved the end of the show. I did like Dirty Domino, Grand Americano stuff. I'm loving Street Profits being back and everything. Open Family Open Challenge. They've got to improve. Sober ES guy is pretty neat. And I'm loving this. These four different guys feuding for the Intercontinental title. So Raw right now is pretty entertaining. I'm gonna give this show I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I was very entertained, and it kept my attention this whole show. So there you go, guys. That was the setup review of Monday Night Raw. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because we post every single day on this YouTube channel. Awesome wrestling figure content. You don't want to miss out on it. This is Jeremy Live, and I'll see you guys in the next one.